Well, hello. So we're going to head down to Shoreham today, down via the seafront, because we've got that wildlife festival going on. So the route down to the shop is going to be pretty slow. Although, the truth is, the roads look absolutely empty. Yesterday on the way home, everyone was like, oh, the traffic's really bad, so I was like, I'm going to take the bike. Took the bike, went into Portslade, which is a little way, delivered a cover, and came straight back on the 27, and it was, well, I've seen worse rush hours before. So since dropping the forks, it has made a much needed difference. I think when I was riding, it was a bit more comfortable on the wrists, but not by much. It may have bought me an extra 10 minutes or so, but I've dropped it and the handling so much better. So clearly an inch makes a lot of difference. It's a lovely day. I wish I didn't have to go to work on a day like this. I wish I could go the other way and find some awesome roads. My bike needs to go in. Needs to get it back into the workshop for MOT now. I've said about the rear brake. I had a look at it last night. I believe that the rear disc is slightly warped. It's been binding slightly ever since I bought the bike. Not enough for me to notice, but since I haven't used it in a while, it's just got that bit stiffer. You can hear it. I don't know. But a disc is pretty quick and easy to change, so run into Wiimoto, pick up a new disc. I've only put new pads on there when I did my track day, and I've barely ridden the bike, so I'm not going to bother changing the pads because they're like pretty much brand new. I know, new disc, new pads. But meh. On top of that, I'm also going to redo the master cylinder. To me, there seems to be something wrong at the lever. I think the actual master cylinder, something there is not correct. So I want to pull that apart and have a quick look. When I went on my ride to Kent, I had a bolt fall out. I put these new stainless bolts in and had a bolt wriggle loose. It stayed in the bike, but it wriggled loose, and when you push down on the brake, the whole brake pedal moved. So not my foot pedal, but just the brake lever, it just twisted around. So when we take the rear wheel off, got the rear wheel bearings to do, just punch out the old ones, put the new ones in, new disc, clean up the rear brake. I'm also thinking fudge it. A Hell line, a Hell HEL line for my bike is like 30 quid, 40 quid. So I'm just going to get a whole new brake line set up, rebuild the master cylinder. I've done the seals at the back, and we got new pads, so it'll be effectively a brand new brake, which will be quite nice. I think I'm waffling on about this. Maybe I should just go and do it. I'll tell you what, if I do actually get the bits for this video, all I'll do is bam. So what I will do is, on my way home, I think I'm going to chuck this in the back of the van. It's pretty much due for its MOT. I think it's on the 2nd of July. So I'll get everything ready for that. As I said, the rear brake, it probably would pass an MOT, but I'm not happy with it. And if I'm not happy with it, I don't like riding. So we've got new front wheel bearings, new headstock to do. I hate doing headstock. It's like It's not a hard job, I just don't like doing it. I don't know why, I never have. But and then we got the timing chain today, which I definitely do not want to do. I will do it, but I don't want to because it's a big job and I need lots of time. And you take the engine apart, it's a Fireblade, and if I break it, I'm killing my bike. Line up the timing marks and you'll be fine. Just don't fuck it up. That also gives me a chance just to have a look in the top of the engine, see what the cams are like, and make sure they're not too worn, check the valve clearances. You know, it's a big job. I'll probably put the bike out for, I don't know, maybe a couple of days. But when I do stuff like that, I like having space, which is why I've been holding off for the new house, because I've got a whole new garage to do everything in, which would have been absolutely brilliant. I could do half the video one night, go to work, drop into Emoto, pick up all the bits I need, and then finish off the other half, and boom. But it's just not happening.